I have some awesome news and a great inspirational story to share with you. First, the awesome news. Dr. James Dobson of Focus on the Family has endorsed Convention of the States. You can read all about it in the email below. There's a link on here, at least that'll put you to that email. I want every pastor in the Commonwealth of Virginia to know that Dr. James Dobson has endorsed Convention of States. So this is fantastic. This is great. We've got to shout this from the rooftops. Please, I want you to forward this email to your pastor, or you can take and print you a copy and take it on to church with you and give it to your pastor there, or at your church office, wherever you think is the best way to share it. Saturday, September 15th, is Article 5 Day, which is when the Article 5, the provisions in the Constitution that allows us to amend the Constitution, and specifically to be able to use a Convention of the States to propose amendments. And September 17th is Constitution Day. So Sunday is sandwiched right between the two of those. So great talking points, a great way to break the ice and open this up to your pastor. Ask him to go to the website, and if he would like for one of our leaders to come to his church to do a presentation, we would love to do that, to help him to educate. So for the great inspirational story, several of the Convention of States leaders across several of the states met this weekend in Philadelphia. We had a strategy meeting, a time of fellowship, and but we began our time together with a tour of Independence Hall. We went to Carpenter's House, Old City Hall, the Second National Bank of America, and some other buildings. We weren't able to get to everything. We went to the Liberty Bell, but I wanted to share with you all how inspiring it was to stand in the same room that our founders stood when they signed the Declaration of Independence. You know that they knew they were signing their death warrant. These men deliberated about it. They knew full well what they were doing. They knew the sacrifice that they were about to make. They knew they were getting ready to take on the greatest fighting force that the world had ever seen in Great Britain, and they did it anyway. What men of faith, what men of courage, what men of valor. And we should all strive to be that way. And secondly, we were in the same room. I was standing about 5 feet away from the table where Thomas Jefferson sat. I was standing in the same room that George Washington presided over. Two great Virginians. The third great Virginian who stood up, Colonel George Mason. He stood up in that same room, and he told his fellow founders that they had made a grave mistake, that they had left out a provision in Article 5 to allow the states to propose amendments. He said, you can't just let Congress, they can't be the only ones to propose amendments. There'll be amendments that need to be proposed that they won't propose because of their power. And unanimously, our founders said, yes, that needs to be in there. They unanimously supported it. So I am excited. I'm fired up. I am tickled to death to have Dr. James Dobson as one of our most recent endorsers. This is going to be fantastic. We're just tickled to death, and then I'm very excited about the move forward. What's about to come. Our grassroots is going to grow and grow and grow, and I want every one of you all to go out and get 10 more people, sign the petition. 10 more people. We've got a long ways to go. We need a lot of people to work. Help join the force. Join up. Be a leader. we need you. Go to the Convention of States website, click Take Action, scroll down, click Be a Leader, and apply. Apply to be a district captain. Apply to be a media liaison. Apply to be a legislative liaison. We need all these different roles. Join on. Be a social media warrior. Be a follow-up team member. There are so many things that we can use. We need all hands on deck. If we're going to save this country, we need all hands on deck. So good night and God bless.